Y'all see this guy right here?
Come on.
He was pissing on my car. Yo, so I come to the car, and as I approach my car, I hear this trickling noise, and I'm just like, is something leaking? And I come, and I see this motherfucker standing between my car and the one next to it, taking a piss, just like taking a piss. And I'm like, really, dude? And he jumps, and he's like, oh man, I had to go. And I'm just like, go anywhere else, but not on my car. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Of course you didn't fucking know. You didn't care, because it wasn't your shit. You just out here just pissing, you know, between people's cars and shit, not giving a fuck, because it's not yours. Wanted to give me the excuse that he's a 60-year-old man. I don't give a fuck. You go piss either before you come out, or you piss when you get to your destination, or you just piss elsewhere. Don't piss on my car. Y'all see this guy right here?
Come on.
He was pissing on my car because he had to go really bad. Really bad. Dickhead. Fuck is wrong with you? Unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable. I cannot wait to get away from this fucking neighborhood, dude. I can't wait. I looked it up last night just to satisfy my own morbid curiosity. So far, 2016 confirmed cases of COVID, just like in this little area in my neighborhood, which is not a huge neighborhood. But you know, it's the community, you know, it's the population, you know, low income, mostly Latino, mostly people who aren't able to socially distance or work from home or anything like that. So I mean, you know, it's unfortunate, you know, but a lot of the residents of this community, you know, have to put themselves out there, and you know, the spread is real, you know, COVID is out there. It really makes me afraid to leave my fucking apartment. But I have to take these walks because, you know, it does a world of good for me mentally as well as, you know, physically. Like, I am truly frightened every fucking day. The fro be nice and perfectly round when I leave the house, and then I get out here in these streets, and I think a lot of it is just like me taking off the mask and shit, because it does affect, like, you know, the sides, and then when, you know, I take off like my backpack or like whatever, whatever, who the fuck cares? I am not that vain. So just had a nice little walk, calm me down. I don't know what the fuck, you know, the day just started off on a bad note, and past couple of days I just been worried anyway. I just, you know, thoughts of COVID just crept back into my mind, and I'm just like, you know, a guy that I assumed was homeless, he was definitely down on his luck. Yesterday he asked me if I had any change, and I didn't have any change, but I did have $1, so I gave him $1, and I'm, you know, wondering if that brief interaction may have meant something. and then screaming at the dude who's like pissing on my car. He wasn't actually pissing on the car, but he was standing between the cars, facing my car, and pretty much pissing like on the tire or near the tire. And I'm just like, But in any case, screaming at him, you know, I would, because he wasn't wearing a mask. And then talking to the parking lot attendant. I was in my car and the attendant came over to the car and we're talking, and even though he had on a mask, I didn't have on my mask. It's just all, you know. I mean, I guess we'll see in a couple of days, but I'm hoping and praying and knocking on wood that everything is okay. You know, Los Angeles is a really interesting city. I like it. I do like it. And I like the people, or at least the people that I've gotten to know. But by and large, like, I feel like the people, I mean, I hesitate to say that everyone here is an asshole, but I mean, you know, there's a general kind of like lack of consideration for anyone else out here. Most people really just seem to be, it's like all about them. Like, they don't care, you know, about you or anyone else. It's all about them. Like, you know, I thought it was kind of bad in New York, but New York isn't this bad. Like, New Yorkers will come together. New Yorkers will look out for each other. It's not that bad. Angelinos are just fucking selfish. Just really selfish. Like the guy, you know, pissing, you know, on my car. Like, he couldn't even just stand next to his car and piss. He had to, like, you know, be slick and like walk around to you know, a couple of cars that he had nothing to do with. I mean, he thought he wasn't gonna get caught. That's the other thing. But, you know, yeah, it's just like, you know, shit like that. Like, seriously? Like, you couldn't go over to like the wall and like piss against the wall where no one is gonna see you? And, you know, like I talked about in the other video about the whole, you know, pulling up the mask when you see someone approaching you, like, folks don't do that. Just other little shit. I mean, you know, there's not a sense of community in Los Angeles. That's what it is. I mean, like, you know, collectively, like the city. You know, for as much rivalry as there is amongst boroughs in New York, New Yorkers take care of New Yorkers. Whereas here, Angelinos just don't care. They don't care. Hey, parking enforcement. Really, what keeps me out here, what is keeping me out here is the weather and the fact that this is definitely where I need to be to move the screenwriting career forward. Like, I do need to be here. So because today started off as a shitty day and I'm still in a pretty foul mood, I decided to stop at Jamba Juice, get myself a smoothie. And the young woman in Jamba Juice, you know, when she saw me, she was just like, "Are you from Memphis?" Now, I totally forgot that I was like Memphised out today, like wearing my Memphis State Tigers mask by Mascara Memphis. And then I also got on like my Memphis TN t-shirt that my boy Eli gave me for my birthday one year. It's just like, wow, I'm representing today. Shout out to Memphis. I cannot wait until it's safe enough to come and visit. It's good Jamba Juice.